I want to know to black people, to us, what is a sellout? What's a cooning? What's cooning? What's being an Uncle Tom?
Cooning.
Those are just words. Black people taking the sides of white folks over the welfare of black folks.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cooning?
That's what they call cooning.
That's what they call cooning.
Oh,
It's all
I
the same thing,
definitely
Uncle
didn't
Tom.
know.
A lot of people been called sellouts this week. So I just want to know, what exactly is a sellout?
Who all been called
Can you be
sellout?
Stephen A. was called a sellout
Who?
because it's a writer. He's on ESPN. He's one of the
Okay.
big people there. They call him a sellout because he's taking the NFL side and things over Colin Kaepernick, so he's being called a sellout. But can you be a sellout? Take a contract from the white man, clear people, take a contract, but use that money for good in the neighborhood? Is that being a sellout?
You can use any money for good in the neighborhood.
I'm just saying, but is that a sellout? But if you
Why
talk
is it a
against black
sellout?
folks, if you talk against black folks, take this money from the white folks to talk against black folks, are you a sellout, even though you're helping your community?
Now, that's twofold what you just said. Now,
Because that's what Stephen A. does.
so I'm going to take the latter part of what
Okay.
you said. And you said take the money from the white folks and just go out and do something to say something against the African Americans.
Right, but you're talking against the African Americans on the come up. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to, because Stephen A. does a lot in the community.
But he always strikes controversy and dramatic issues when it comes to certain things.
Okay.
Within the African American community and some of those players that are in sports.
That's
So
true,
that's
right.
his MO.
That's his MO. But is he a sellout for doing that?
I wouldn't necessarily say he's a sellout. His voice and his opinions and his views about things. He like me. I'm gonna share this with you just to take it off the page but keep it in perspective.
Mm-hmm.
This is the way I feel, right? Now, I work for the mayor. Yes, we have our first African American mayor in the history of Macomb County. We have 40% African American population at East Point. Residents, 32,000. If I saw or sensed that she got in this office for the sake of not doing anything for the African American community, just because of the history of East Point, and knowing my conviction for us as a people and what our ancestors did, that's what I cling to first and foremost as I share with her. The reason being I'm with her is because I see the essence of our ancestors in this young lady.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my driving point first and foremost. You see, so that means that in seeing that in her and me seeing we got a 40% African American community in East Point, I have to take what I got putting in her and I got to transcend that to those 40% that we got living there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if she was on the other hand, being who she is and where she at, to say, okay, I'm in here and I got to show out for all the white folks. So I'm not going to do what I know is right with the African American community here. I'm going to have to do this. Then I would say that would be a sellout type point, a situation.
Okay.
You follow me? So, but I don't sense that. But the thing is, now going back with Colin Kaepernick and
Stephen A.
A
lot of
Colin Kaepernick, first of all, I don't see no sellout in him.
No, we're not talking about him as being a sellout.
Stephen A.
Yeah, we're talking about Stephen A. We're talking about anybody. Listen,
that brother's just controversial. Period.
Okay.
He does what he does, man.
Let me bring up another person there. Let me change it another bit. When Steve Harvey met with Donald Trump,
they said
he was a sellout.
Kanye,
right?
sellout.
Kanye, sellout. You see what I'm saying? But they're taking money and putting it back in the community. Are they really a sellout?
They're not selling out. I'm gonna say this. First of all,
so do we know the definition of what a sellout is then?
Nah, we got to take it back to our day and age now. Let's go back to the 80s. You out there doing what you do. You got your quote-unquote homeboy with you. You got your girls with you in the backdrop somewhere. Things happen. You get caught up in something. How'd you find out about this? Oh, such and such said that. Oh, man, you sold me out. See, that was the definition we had. That was the broad perspective we had coming up to get to that clear definition of what a sellout is from the street perspective. So the same thing carries depending on the situation.
So if they're not taking money from the clear folks and not putting it in the community, then they're a sellout? While talking down to the black folks?
That's a difference. If you're talking down to your brothers and sisters, and then you go out here, you're just doing something for appeasement purposes now. That's what that is. You're not even giving no sway to your brothers and sisters. So you're not really selling out your brothers and sisters. You're just doing what you got to do for you. It's self-preservation.
Okay, self-preservation. So can a person be a sellout if I'm
A sellout is when you go and tell your people, hey, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z for you.
okay,
And then the door is open, no matter who opens up the door and give you what you need to go and sell, to help your people. And you go and get that, and you don't do what you say you're going to do for your people.
mm-hmm.
That's when you're a sellout.
Okay. I get, I don't know.
You don't know. Do we actually know what the definition is as black folks? Do we put a label on if a black person doesn't say the right thing, and they get money?
Is we talking about black folks as a whole?
Yeah, as a black folk
we
as
talking
a
about
whole.
a culture or
A culture
what
whole.
we talking about?
As a whole.
I feel like we sell out our culture
All the time.
all the time.
Yeah,
I
they sell
feel
it.
like we patronize people that really don't deal with us. That really don't care for us. That they it's only
Are
about
we
money.
sellouts?
So
We work for
think
them.
If we go there, I think everybody is sellout.
Mm-hmm.
We work for them. We buy
You
their
know,
products. We go to their grocery stores.
We not making sure we got gas stations.
That's
and,
right.
Yep.
And
That's right.
Stores
We're
and
enriching
things
everybody
like
but
that.
ourselves.
Yeah.
Yep. And
So-
some of us go straight to the other before they go to their own people.
Exactly.
That's
So
true.
are
Because
we
they got that
sellouts?
mentality. I'm going to say this, and so we know the definition of a sellout.
Okay.
And
Well,
I'm gonna tell you, you know what a sellout is. Again, I'm gonna use East Point, and the 40% African Americans live in East Point. You got some people who live in East Point, been living in East Point 20 years, under the conditions of whatever's been going on in East Point. All of a sudden, you have an African American mayor come into play. Now you come up and you want to put a post out. I hope East Point don't become like Detroit. This is from an African American. So my thing is now, you've been hiding in your house in East Point for almost 20 years, accepting all the abuse, being a partaker in the racist things that y'all cry about.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But all of a sudden, this sister comes to get in play now, and you now come out the woodwork and stick your head out your hole just to say, well, I hope East Point don't become like Detroit.